The rollback is an introductory exercise, and we do 3 to 5 repetitions. This is a wonderful exercise to improve articulation. It improves the flexibility of the spine. Students generally really like this exercise also. So let's start. We're going to set up the exercise by bringing the feet against the upright tower poles. They should be flat. The setup will be the same if you're on a full Cadillac. The rollback bar is attached at the top hooks. Make sure that there are no kinks in the springs and that the chains are holding free. The student holds the bars with their fingers wrapped lightly around and their thumb on the opposite side. The shoulders are square, the arms are straight and parallel to one another. The body is lifted up out of the hips and the eyes are forward. To initiate the exercise, we begin by pulling the tail under. The tail pulls firmly under to bring the sacrum down, the low back down, and as though your back was an elastic spring, you pull everything down long and the head comes last. We immediately curl up at a head nod, putting a little bit of downward pressure into the springs to curl up, staying round in a C curve to finish, and then sitting tall to begin again. So again, precision points on this exercise. Initiating with the pelvis, the femur bones are still, the spine is moving, and you want to make sure that each part of the spine comes down from low to high in the right order. To initiate here, we go ahead and go down. We initiate with the head nod. So the chin comes in, and as they come up, you want to make sure that the shoulders stay open. As she dives forward with straight arms, the ribs are pulling back, the abs are pulling back, and she activates the abdominals to lift her back up. Common errors are pulling with the arms to come up or go back. So go ahead and show that kind of pull. Yeah, and you'll see the arms bend, the shoulders hunch. Not coming down evenly on the right and left sides of the spine, so rolling to one side or the other. You'll see students come down and skip out apart. So let's say she got her tail under her and then she just skips out and comes here, and we can see that on the reverse too. So coming up and just coming up in one piece without that long pull in. Also, you'll often see, if you look at the pole, an indication of the asymmetry in the body. So you'll sometimes see the rollback bar go to one side and become uneven. So keep an eye on that so that it's even. Real-time execution, you want to keep this moving but smooth and controlled. So pulling the tail under, she's going to reach her heels into the pole and pull her seat under her and bring the chin to the chest, curl up and over, sit tall. Now, it's hard for students to get this, and it takes a long time for the students usually to really understand how to pull their seat under them. For females, I'll tell them it's like pulling a dress under you. And we're seeing a common error here of the heels leaving the pole. We want to activate that seat more and pull these heels in here. So again, letting the touch reflect what's happening, I might come around here, and I'm also going to have her lean back a little flat, just a tiny bit. This is going to give her more room to roll the pelvis, chin to the chest, and I can encourage these heels to stay put. And then she comes up and she keeps reaching the heels as she pulls the abs backwards. So again, keeping it moving and then applying the touch that they need. I can give a guiding touch, I can give a move into touch, and then you saw me give a pretty strong touch, pulling the back of the leg into the pole. Now, signs of readiness. This is an intro exercise, so it's good for almost everybody. And when we lean back a little bit, that is a building block because it helps to create a little space at level 1. That's very, very common to use. Now, other building blocks for very, very tight students, she might bend her knees, and as she rolls back, everything is the same except that she's working with a bent leg and coming up with a bent leg, keeping the heels pressing and keeping an even set through the hips, the knees, the heels. You don't want to see that drop out in external rotation. I might even lift the feet up a little bit higher on the Cadillac if I had a very tight person with a stiff pelvis. This exercise is really good for stiff spine people, for people who have poor articulation, for people who have weaker abs, and for those with scoliosis.